Okay.
So, where do we go from here?
But just gotta get back to the drawing board, go back to practice and work on a few things and get ready. It's the second time around with all the teams now, so there are no surprises. Everybody's pretty much set with what they're going to do. It's just the extra gear that you got to have when you're going to get on the court.
What's the mood of the team right now?
The mood is we need to win. I think everybody really hates the losing part of it and wants to win. I think sometimes that's good. I think a lot of times that's good. So the guys are focused on winning the next game.
How frustrated was Precious after the game when you talked to him one-on-one?
He was very frustrated. I mean, think about it. I mean, first foul, he can say, okay, I got that foul. But the other ones were kind of questionable, so he was frustrated.
Guess it's not going to be overlooking Tulane given what's happened. That's completely out the window.
Well, Tulane is a team that's very capable. They're showing it right now. They have a coach who's first year in the league, who's had a lot of success in other leagues that came in this league and was very fired up to get going and hasn't had the season that he's wanted to have, but they fought every single game. So you can't go into their home place. They're going to look at this as an NCAA tournament game, and they're going to play extremely hard, so we can't overlook it.
Is that how you're looking at it? You
Absolutely.
said win out.
Every game is an NCAA tournament game for us moving forward. This is what it is.
With such a young team this time of year and taking another knock at SMU, how do you keep that motivation and that focus going for these next three?
Just wanting to make it to the NCAA tournament. These kids haven't experienced that yet, but it's such an unbelievable experience. I've been there, and they want to get there. So we've had some things that happened to us this year that we put ourselves behind the 8 ball, but it's not impossible, and we're going to keep fighting until we get there.
Any thoughts of shutting people down for the tournament to make sure that one can help you and just focus on the tournament, or you just go one game at a time?
No, it's just one game at a time. We haven't looked at anybody that needs to be sitting out for any reason. If somebody's injured, they're injured. But we're not just sitting people out just to be sitting them out.
Is that a danger to have guys sort of lose focus or whatever? I guess after so many stubbing their toe against USF and then SMU the other night. I mean, is that a danger to have guys like sort of lose their singular focus?
The young team, they got so many other distractions going on. I'm sure they're looking at social media and seeing what's being said about this and about that. So you never know what's going on with the guys. But what we try to do when we're in this building is always preach being together, being a family, covering each other, and keeping the common goal at hand.
Do you ever encourage them just to cut the phone off and not look at all of that?
No, I mean they're going to do it anyway. So I think that we can save that breath about not going on social media and turning the phone off. Sometimes it's good though, because sometimes it shows you there's two sides to everything. When you're playing well, it's going to be good. When you're playing bad, it's going to be bad. It's just how it is.
Has this changed your opinion of the way you might recruit in the future? Maybe not going so young?
Well,
Not that you
again,
had a choice.
Yeah, again, this team was built around James Wiseman, getting Precious and that. So now it's a totally different team. So if we never would have recruited James Wiseman, a lot of these guys wouldn't have come. So it would have been a totally different team anyway. But it doesn't change my mind on going after talent. You want to get talent. Will you get 7 freshmen again at one time? Who knows? But this is a veterans league, and it's showing us that. But you get the talent and you're building it. And without DJ, without James being here, it's a totally different team.
After the game, Kendrick Davis made a comment about Memphis having 6 5-stars, which obviously wasn't actually the case. Do you still get the sense that other league opponents, even though they may not understand your circumstances, kind of look at it as look at you with a target still, even after?
Absolutely. They don't care James being gone. They don't care DJ being out. They don't care. They just look at who's left. They look at Boogie. They look at Precious. They look at Lester and go, these guys have 5 stars. But they're freshmen. He started at TCU, got some experience, transferred to SMU. So it's a big difference, man. It's easy to talk after the game. And that's why the guys got to have the common goal when you go into these games. These guys have a different purpose when they play us. It's just totally different from our coaching staff to supposedly the #1 recruiting class in the country. We're supposed to go out there and play every game perfect. So that just lets you know how those guys think. They have enough to be worried about themselves going forward, but it seems like everybody else is still worried about Memphis.
And it makes you have to be more hungry since you know that they're going to be.
You do. You have to be more hungrier because of that sense. And I'm sure they hear these guys talk.
It felt like if there was ever gonna be a time to lose it on an official, the other night might have been the night.
You know what? I lost it like 7 times and they wouldn't give me a take. No, referee, they just ignored the hell out of me. I went in on the official that made the goaltending call for at least 20 minutes and he never looked back at me. Everything I said to him was a take. It just was like, I'm not gonna do it because he knew he was wrong. So probably that's why not. But I mean, I'm not gonna run on the floor. You know, but I said what I had to say. Like, I'm not gonna be one of those foot stomping, you know, and I know this area always, and people always talk to me about, why don't you get technicals and all that? I'm almost trying to be a chess player. I'm thinking about the game. And in certain cases, I've said a lot to the refs. I'd rather have a relationship with these guys and understand how they think so that they don't use it, because they will use it against you. I know they'll do that more so than they will give you a call. Just because you get a tick doesn't mean they're going to give you the next 10 calls. It means that you're a butthole and they're going to probably use it against you more. But I have said enough to guys in games to get technicals and they just never did. Maybe they think that's out of character for him. So we'll just listen to him, and it's worked better for me that way.
What'd you say?
Can't even repeat it.
What?
Hey, there's nothing soft about me, bro. I'm from Memphis, so I play chess when I'm out there. So these questions sometimes make me feel like I'm just too nice. I'm not nice to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably don't stump my feet and slam my hand on the table, but I say enough.
What, anything new on DJ?
No, they're still the same. He's walking better. I mean, we haven't had any new news though.
Saturday, the Spirit of the Dream, and you mentioned taking the guys to St. Jude.
Mm-hmm.
What was their reaction, or did you like notice anything like on their face?
Well,
visually?
from taking the guys to St. Jude, we didn't get a chance to visit the kids, but Rick Shadyac gave them a speech and told them everything that's happened with the hospital and what's going on and what the kids have to go through and how great the hospital treats them, and they don't have to pay for anything. And that alone, and then walking around and seeing some of the kids walking through the hallways, they understood totally, you know, what was going on. And all of them were very humbled by the experience of going there. I'm sure we'll be able to go back again this time and visit with the kids, because it's an experience that everybody should get a chance to do.
What did you think about the portrait that guy
I
painted?
love the portrait that he did. I thought it was pretty amazing. I mean, that's his gift, to do it right there on the spot. I thought it was great.
I won't ask you about Biff.
I didn't even hear the last part.
Anything else?
We got the camo one. Is that because this is a war mentality the rest of the
I
week?
mean, I just wore it today. War. You got to go to war.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I wore it today.